Hello chaps, how are we all doing today? I hope we're all well. It's Monday the 20th of November 2017 and it's time for John to reveal what's in his bum this week. Okay, bum as in bench update Monday, nothing sexual or anything untoward here. So it's all to do with modelling and that basically, that kind of stuff. So anyway, what have I got done? Not very much at all. If you remember on last week's bum, I was saying that straight away after the bum I was going to get stuck in and get some painting done on the Bismarck, get the wheels and the sides of the Nagmachan done. So I got out my trusty airbrush and stuff and got everything ready and turned on my airbrush and or turned on my compressor. And it kind of farted. Yeah, farted. It's about as much air as I got out of it. No pressure whatsoever. I have been having that problems recently over the last say month or two. It starts off, there's no pressure, leave it on for a couple of minutes and the pressure slowly builds up and then it starts working away reasonably well. I'm getting about 10 psi. It takes a bit longer to get a bit of painting done, but it worked. Okay, it worked. But Monday when I turned it on, I got no pressure whatsoever. It wouldn't go up. I think it was getting about 2 psi maximum, and there was no way it wasn't going any higher. Started spraying away anyway at 2 psi, which is, as you can guess, is freaking nothing. And I got sort of a white layer ish down on the superstructure of the Bismarck. I'll show you now in a minute. We'll zoom down, and it was just horrible. It was just horrible. I was really pissed off and depressed over that. Depressed? No, I wasn't depressed. I was just a bit pissed off more than anything else. I knew it had to be replaced at some stage, and because I knew it was on its last legs and it was going. So I was even during the week there. I was talking away with the lads on Wednesday night at the hangout and poor bees. He said, "Jeez, John, you're not having much luck there with compressors. I'm after going through 2 this year already." Well, the first one, it was only a cheap Lidl one anyway. Really can't expect much out of that one. But the second one, this one, I was expecting quite a lot from it because it started off brilliant. It really did. This one here, it's the Badger airbrush compressor. Now, being Badger, I was expecting it to be good, and it was good. You know, while it was working. Like when I got it first, I turned it on. No sound. When you turn on the air, it started up and started pumping out the air. Slowly but surely that part of it went. It was just on the whole time. Then the pressure slowly started just dying away. I wasn't getting, you know, I couldn't bring it up past 20 psi. But I don't spray past 20 psi anyway, so it didn't really bother me. But it was on the whole time. And then I just put this back up again, playing with the bloody thing. But slowly but surely I was losing psi, and then the psi would start off that there was no pressure whatsoever, and eventually kind of build up to, like I said, about 10 psi. And then Monday it just died. So I have one in down the line. It'll probably have next month. Probably get it next month. Get it for Christmas anyway. The few bits and pieces that I had put aside that I had sort of, you know, in my inbox for purchase for Christmas are now in an outbox, not been purchased for Christmas, and I gotta get myself a compressor. So I have one. There's a shop around the corner. I have one in mind. It's a garage compressor. It's a bigger one. It's a 25 litre tank in it. But I can use it for other jobs around the house. You know, blowing out air out of the vacuum cleaner and stuff like that. And I have a few air tools because, I mean, as you can see from my garage equipment, and anybody that knows me knows that I used to have a motorbike and things. So I still have all my tools from that, and I've transferred the tools. Sort of all the tools are now in this one, and the other one, they're all. I mean, I had the 2 toolboxes, and they're all nicely neat and real pretty looking. Whereas now, if you open up, they're all just jammed into this one here, and all my my art supplies and modelling supplies are in the other set. So that's that part of it anyway. So I'm getting a compressor. So enough about that. Let's get on to the update, the bench update, and we'll see what I have got done. Okay, so I'll zoom this down. Zoom, click, 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 click. Right, there we go. Okay, so let's move that again now, and we can go down to there. Excuse all the higgledy-pigglediness. Right, as you can see, I got the superstructure of the Bismarck done in the white, and even at that, it's not very good, but it'll do, because all I really wanted was, because the colour of the grey that I'm putting on is the exact same colour as the styrene, and if I hadn't painted it sort of a base colour to go with, either be it a primer or a base colour. I don't use primer, so I use another colour underneath as a primer, and I was using the white, and at least now when I go in with the grey, at least I can see where I've got done. Okay, so that was the purpose behind that. Okay, and that's the Bismarck done. Well, not done, but that's the Bismarck out of the way for the time being. All the guns were done for it. As you see here, I've had them on their little stalks and things. Very nicely done. I mean, the big 15-inch guns are movable. None of the others are, but they're all so small anyway. We got the little aeroplane, base coated with the white, and the cranes. So that's them already. So what else have I done? I've started working the Nagmachon. And if you remember, that's where I left you. Okay, with the Nagmachon, I had the tracks done, taped in place, all ready to go. So I said, right, I might as well carry on and get some construction done. As soon as I can't get any painting done, at least I can get some of the construction done. So I did these things, the wings. We call it the wings. I know it's not called the wings, but I call them the wings. Okay, we've got the side panels, pieces, skirts. Okay, they're done. Okay, there's little bits of pea and all in them. You have to build up the light guards. There was 2 little pieces here. There was some in there as well. So little bits of pea to be done in those. Light guards themselves were a bloody nightmare, but we got them done eventually anyway. Not very well, but they're done. You know, I'm not the best with PE. I don't have a PE bender, bending them by hand. But I did get, you know, they bent. They did their job. They got into place, and you know, I'm happy enough with them. Happy enough with them, which is the main thing. As long as I'm happy, and that's the main thing. We got the driver's compartment. There's 4 little clear parts to go into that. Like again, I want to wait for painting because they're clear, and I want to paint them the clear blue, and then mask them off, and then put on the there's little bits of pea to go on top of them. So that's got to be done. And then we've got the turrety piece. Okay, like I said, we call it the turrety piece purely because it's the piece that goes in place of a turret. Okay, so it's the turrety piece. The doghouse version now has a big doghouse built up on top of that. This just has armour panels that go in there and that. Very, very fiddly here, especially with the little springs. But apart from that, you know, everything went in nicely. Really, really did. You had to drill a couple of locator holes, you know, drill them through. But very, very nice. Very, very nicely detailed, and you know, the mouldings are absolutely beautiful. And that when that gets painted up, that'll take a wash. Absolutely beautiful. It really, really will. So that then fits into there. Fiddly diddly, all sort of dry fittedy now there, and that's basically a rough idea of what she's going to look like. That's not properly in, but anyway. So I've got a little bit more to do on that. On the turrety piece, there's more. Like I said, there's the armour panels, there's the holders for the machine guns, shooty things, and there's aerials and antennae and all that kind of stuff to go onto that. And then we've got the big side armour panels they've got to be all constructed and done. So I still have plenty to do on that. I've only been sort of really chipping away at it. I haven't got much done at all in that. But I got enough done, enough to keep me going, shall we say. Excuse me, I'm coming down with something for some weird reason. So that's about as much as, like I said, as I've got done for this week's bum. As you see, I got a little turntable. It's not very big enough for spraying turntable, but it's perfect for my little displaying thing, and it doesn't make any noise. Yeah, lovely little thing. I got that on eBay all the way from China for €2, including postage and packaging, which is, for €2 you can't go wrong. I took a chance on it, and it was originally that colour, that horrible puce pink colour. It's a cake decorating stand. So I had found this sort of black spray paint in me arsenal there. Now this paint is absolutely no good for modelling. Don't go off and buy it if you're thinking of doing modelling, because it's too thick. As you can see, it lays down quite a thick film. It self-levels. It's absolutely beautiful paint for painting objects that you're not going to, don't paint the styrene, because it'll cover up half your detail and things in it. But it's absolutely brilliant paint. It leaves a lovely texture and dries very fast. Really does. It dries very fast. Okay, that's that stuff. Black NC Formula Montana. So that's the paint for that. My little turntable. So that's about it, lads, for this week's bum. A short bum. All that's left is bum fruit and bum chocolate. So bum fruit, we're kind of running out of fruits again, so we're going back to the old reliable. We have an apple for Simon, nice apple. Okay, or if he doesn't like an apple, we can give him a lemon. So Simon, you can have either an apple or a lemon, because you're a bit lemony at times, aren't you? Cranky old man, as his grandkids call him. And for bum chocolate, what have I got? I was at my granddaughter's birthday party yesterday, and my son's sister-in-law gave me a donation for the bum. Lisa gave me a donation for the bum chocolate. So there we go, chocolate money. Yes, chocolate money, chocolate euros. We have a €5, we have a €100, and we've got a €200 note. Pity they're not real, and I could go off there and buy my compressor straight away. But anyway, I will. We got 50 cents, €2, €1, 20 cents and 10 cents. But they're chocolate. Yes, they are chocolate. Let me get out my little scissors. We get out a €2. We get a €2 coin. Nice bit of bum chocolate this hour of the morning. Oh, yummy. And it's even great on the inside. So this week's bum chocolate is chocolate money. Okay. Yum. Very nice actually. So for Simon, we've got either a lemon or a Napoli. And for everybody else, we've got some chocolate money. Now I'm sure no matter where you live, you'll get, if you're in, say, Greater Europe, you can get your chocolate euros. If you're in Great Britain, you can get chocolate pounds. And in America, I'm sure they've got the old little bag of chocolate dollars and things at Christmas time. Stocking fillers, as my Rachel calls them. So there's our bum chocolate and our bum fruit. Okay, so nothing more to do, nothing more to say. Have to leave it at that. This is John saying don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel if you've not already subscribed. If you have subscribed, thank you very much. Do appreciate it. I'm also over on VidMe. I'll put a link to VidMe below in the description box. And don't forget to punch the old like button. Give it the old thumbs up. Okay, so I'll catch you next week. If I have an update to do, I'll give you an update on the like Macron, if I get these side skirts and I get all the pieces ready for painting, we'll have a little preview before we paint, and hopefully in the next week or two I'll get my hands in the compressor. So we'll leave it at that, lads. Thank you very much for taking your time out on this Monday to sort out and check out me bum. I'll catch you next week. Stay safe, be nice to one another, and don't forget, go out and buy yourself a kit, build it and enjoy it. This is John signing off.